guys, happy Saturday. Welcome to Wood by Robin, where we do all things wood. Today we have 6 things on the agenda, so it is going to be a jam-packed day, but a fun one because I'm going to be able to try out some new things that I cut and engraved while I was at the makerspace the other day. So we have 3 pieces that we have to do: open a package, do some admin work, and then also edit some reels to post on TikTok, on YouTube, and on Instagram, because I have been holding on to footage for so long, just waiting for people to let me know that they gave their gift to the person that it was intended for, so I can be able to post. So finally today I can edit those and upload those. But first things first, we're going to be working on the wood pieces, and I have the first one out already, and I'm excited for this one because when I was in the makerspace, I actually tried engraving and cutting something for the first time, and I thought I was gonna have to play around with the settings until I figured it out. But y'all, on the very first try, I was able to get it perfectly. So I wrote the settings down, and now I'm able to put everything together. So I'm looking forward to see how this is going to turn out, because I do think it's going to be a great one. So let's get started on this one. Piece done, and that actually reminded me about something that I want to work on. I'm no painter, like drawer, know how to draw faces or anything like that. I'm more of like abstract, bigger pieces, if that makes sense. So one of the things that I have done before is do like lightning on some pieces, and one thing that I want to work on is getting better at doing lightning and like refining it and making it like more dimensional when it comes to looking very realistic and having like multiple dimensions of color. So that's something I have to add to my list of things that I want to just work on when I have some free time. So now that that piece is drying, we are on to the next piece, which is for the same person, or going out to the same person, but it is a paddle. I have everything cut for this. The only thing that I am thinking about when it comes to this is if I want to use the photo that I engraved onto the wood. So this is a photo of her, or if I want to do like a print then cut and actually have a color glossy image in the middle of the paddle. I'm going to do like the rest of it and then decide what I want to do with that. But since we are here and talking about that anyway, we're going to go ahead and open this package that I got from Amazon. So I have used the print then cut feature on my printer before, but when I use that, the paper that I currently have in there is cardstock paper. And when it comes to putting epoxy on top of cardstock, it doesn't come out as vibrant as I would like. And I've done it before where I've used like my photo printer to print out photos, and then I would hand cut things, or I would just print out the photos and like use the entire photo. But when I used the cardstock, like I said, wasn't a super huge fan. So I ordered some glossy photo paper to see if I use print then cut with this, if it will be like when I use my actual photo printer. So I'm interested to see. I did get this, like I said, from Amazon, and this is the Koala Inkjet Glossy Photo Paper. I looked up some videos on TikTok to see what people were using for print then cut, especially people that are doing a lot of print then cut projects, and somebody recommended this, so I'm like, all right, I'll just give it a try. It's 100 sheets and I don't use it that often, but this is the perfect time for me to be able to use it, and it is giving really glossy. So like I said, I'm going to do this paddle, like do every other part of the paddle first, and then see what I'm gonna do in terms of the photo, because I do like how it looks engraved, but the only thing about that is it just depends on how it's gonna look with everything else being painted around it. So I think that's gonna be interesting, but I would one day love to do a piece that's literally all wood, if that makes sense. So this is wood and I'm painting it, but doing a piece where it's like I'm keeping the grain and color and texture of the wood. I'm literally just placing things, pouring the top coat, and seeing how it is naturally, basically like using the natural wood as the color as opposed to painting it. So anywho, let me get the colors out for this. I don't even think I mapped out the colors for this, so I need to map out the colors really quickly of what's gonna go where, what is going to be painted what, and then go from there. Good so far. Everything on it is basically painted. All I have to do is add the photo on there and then see if there's anything else I want to add. I don't have anything on my sketch, but I'm gonna look back at her email to see if they like have any other like emblems or if they use pearls, things of that nature, so I can be able to add that. I was going to do the engraved photo, but I'm not really rocking with it for this. I might end up using it for something else. So now what I'm gonna do instead, I'm going to use the photo paper. Oh, it's thin photo paper. That's probably why it's so good for this. So I'm gonna put some of this photo paper into the printer and then use the print then cut feature to cut out her photos to go in that place. And then I should pretty much be done. My battery on my phone did not die, but it's at 2%, so it's basically about to die. So I'll just put that on the charger to give me a little bit more time for that to charge. I'll work on this in the meantime because I do use my phone to record my TikToks, Reels, all of that, since I have like the overhead tripod. So that needs to be charged in order for me to be able to capture the footage that I want. So it shouldn't take too long, especially because I got some time to do this. And also the only thing that I'm going to be recording after it charges a little bit is putting the photo on there, which is going to be so quick, but I at least want to give it a little juice. I still do have another piece after this that I want to work on, which is going to be a lot quicker. I saved the quickest for last. So if I get enough juice to be able to do both, I'll be good. But anywho, let me get the print then cut set up for this. I got to figure out how I'm going to do it. And then we can go ahead and add it to the paddle. All right, we got the paddle done. And what I decided to do with this is to use the photo that we print then cut, because it's just more vibrant, it fits in more, and it makes the paddle pop a bit more. What I did do, however, because I cut it the same exact size as the photo that I engraved on the piece of wood, I just decided to glue it on top of the piece of wood and then glue that into the middle of the paddle. That way it gives it more dimension and it's not lower than the rest of the stuff, because as you can see, the rest of the details that are on here, especially the pieces that are detailing like her name, year she crossed, and even like this small detail at the bottom, all of these were cut out, so they add that layer of dimension, as opposed to like I have done before using vinyl to add the information. I decided to cut everything. So since those are all raised, I also wanted to raise the photo, which is how we got to this, and it looks so good, y'all. I really love how this turned out. There was nothing else that I can add from the email that she sent. This is their like animal emblem, so having that cut out is good, but the rest is just like, there's nothing else to add in the spaces because she sent me all the information I was able to use. I wish there was a way to do like, I don't know, pearls or something like I said, but because it's not, we're just gonna leave it as is. It's clean, it's straight to the point. It has all of the info, which I like, and once the top coat is added, of course, it's going to look even better. And with the top coat and these all being cut out wooden letters and numbers, it's going to make it look more dimensional, which is what I really like. So this one is good to go. I'm going to sit it like on the little drying rack, re-prepare the table for the last piece, which like I said will be the quickest. If I say like I said one more time, I'm gonna flip out, but we're going to get the table together for the next piece, which is going to be fairly quick. I'll kind of be in and out of the room since it's spray paint. I would do it outside because that's just better, but outside it's raining right now, so I don't want that to like interfere unless I just use the cover. So I might do that. Anywho, we'll prep the table for now. To finish spray painting that outside because it was just becoming too much in here. So after that like first coat, I took everything outside, and I've been doing multiple coats like every 10 to 15 minutes. I already did the last coat. I'm just waiting on it to dry completely so I can be able to bring it in. But in the meantime, since I have a little drying time, I'm going to pour the top coat on the two pieces that we finished earlier. So the paddle and then that round plaque. That way, by the time I'm finished with that, it should be time for me to bring the stuff in from outside. Well, actually, I won't bring that in from outside because that's not going to have a top coat on it. Not the traditional top coat that you all usually see me do. I'm actually going to end up using a spray sealer slash finisher to put on the top of that, and that's going to end up being the top coat. So I'll keep that outside in the container and spray it out there, but at least getting everything done in this room while I have some time will save me some time. So let's get to it. Are done, made exceptional timing. My timer went off for me to go outside and get the pieces that I spray painted, so I went ahead and brought those in. I'm going to take those out of the container, glue them together, and then take them back outside with the sealer and finisher to spray that on top, and then that will be good as well. I'll probably do like 1 or 2 coats of that when I take it outside, so that it can really have that glossy finish. It won't be as glossy as the epoxy, but have that glossy spray finish. And then that one will honestly be good to go and like ready to ship ASAP. Post office can't go there until Monday though. So I'll be able to pack that up tonight / tomorrow and get that out. So let's get this glued together. all done. Now I just have to wait on that to dry, and then the other 2 pieces to cure overnight. I also have a couple more things that I have to do for the business in general today, which is number 1, go through emails, which is just admin type work. And then also I have another piece that someone ordered today that I need to kind of map out, see how I'm going to go about designing it, and then write down everything that I need to go to the makerspace and cut. So yet again, just some admin desk type work. And then last but not least is editing and posting some TikToks, some reels, and some videos for Facebook. I have so many in the vault, so today I'm going to go ahead and try to edit as many of those as I can, post one today, and that way I have content for the rest of the week. So that about wraps it up here in the art room. Glad I was able to get all 3 of those done. Would have loved to also get the other piece done that the person ordered today, but I'm just going to give myself a break since I have been just going at it for hours in a row and just relax. I hope that you all enjoyed this video. Let me know what you all think of the, I won't say 2 new pieces. One kind of new piece in design, which was the rounds one, and then also the paddle and it having the multiple dimensions. Also, give me your thoughts on the glossy, like printed photo versus the engraved photo on wood. I would love to be able to use that engraved photo on wood in another piece. I just have not sat down to brainstorm ways in which I could do that. I know that I mentioned it before, but I would like to do a all wood piece without any painting. So maybe that is the time that I could use that. I just have not fleshed out the idea. So I'll have a time probably tomorrow to do that, and any ideas I come up with, I will definitely let you all know in my next vlog. But I hope that you all enjoyed this one, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.